All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Indianapolis Colts. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Jim.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Six man. Check curls. He's coming. We got double up.
On 2nd down, Benjamin. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
He's free. Mike 50. We don't want nothing. Pick up the ball. Hey. 50. 50's the Mike. Time to go. Night. Shoot.
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richards. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. He's coming. Double up. Hey. He's coming. Double up. Watch Twiz. 50's the Mike.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Check 24.
Now a give right side. Benjamin will get the 1st down and more inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Push him back. Deuce. No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Zoom. I'm going to run you over. Mike 52. Rip left. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And him running the football is not something the defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
52. Hey, watch the slant. Put it on. Alert 3.
52's a Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
I know he ain't got it.
No Mike, 52. 52.
Cut, cut, cut.
On second down now, Benjamin. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at his 4.
Let's go,
at their own 28-yard line.
Set, ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Let's go, defense. Man up, D. Ready, go.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones.
Check, check. Breakdown, breakdown.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Second down and inches. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Check, 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 check. Big dance, big dance. Come, come. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 24. Check the edge. There we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Set.
On second down, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
56 to Mike.
On first down, Benjamin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Mike's 56.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
56. Mike, 50.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Benjamin's got it.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check. Go. Check out route. Hot, hot.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside. But let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And again this time to the tailback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Schwartz. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Bro.
I got him. Back to Mike. I got him.
Back to throw. He's got his man. That's Wallace. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
Now Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
On second down, Benjamin trying to run inside, but nothing there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down and 12.
Here we go. Mike Henry. I got it. Slam. Hopper. Mike's 50. Come on, boy. Huh. You got it, Coach. Don't be scared of it. Kill.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
Red. Scene 6. 30 days. Let's go.
Mike 52.
Who there? Jack Rabbit.
Mike 52.
Ready, go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
54 is Mike. Ready.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Mike 54.
Hey, keep it dead. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
56 to Mike, boys.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach, when I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Badgley hit from 59 in his rookie season. This one not quite as long, but he shows off that big leg by hitting another from distance. This is fielded at the goal line.
We got this.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. 54, right there. 54.
2nd and 9 now. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Me and you all day. All day. 80 weapon. Under 10. 10. Go.
Looking to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Schwartz. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for his Saints. 1st down.
Here we go. Set. 22 jet bomber. Ready.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Sponge. 64. Weak. 58. Mike. You remember me? Let's go, baby. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, complete. That's Matthews. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 34-yard line. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they've burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
On the ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2nd and 11. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go. 16 out front. Delta. This is me and you.
Mike by 4, Mike by 4, Mike by 4. 36, 36.
Ready, go.
They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Bang, bang. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Back, back, back.
On 2nd down now, Benjamin. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Hey, check, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go. Come on. Check. Check, check.
He'll drop to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Check the call, check the call. Mike's fit.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Mike 50, Mike 50.
2nd and 2. And it's caught. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike 58, right there.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ronald Jones, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
Check 13. Check 13.
Ball trot. 50, Mike's 50. You.
Watch out.
Kill.
Second and 10. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They'll set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, third quarter down in Arizona. And the 49ers have scored again, really extending that lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
The throw over the middle taken in. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw, and that is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to loft this one deep. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All right, T, let's turn. All right, T. Switch. Tighten up.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Wallace. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Ready. Got you, pump. Check 43.
Now back to throw. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Jones has it. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll set up a throw. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. 1 play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 36. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Steps away to his left. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
52, Mike 52. Army, Army. Army, Army.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Set, ready. Hey, come on. Choose the mic. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Hot seven, hot seven. Mike 52. Mike 52. Shut up.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
Hey, you're over there. Single receiver.
5-yard line.
Check 52.
2nd and 5. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Makes the score Saints 45, Colts 20. Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Jones. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Saints 52, Colts 20.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Bandit. Bandit.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Hey, Sam on. Let's go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said that he's into the clear. The 20. 10, 5, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This one fielded at the 5. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around? And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 47. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. The last time we saw... And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. He's going to loft one deep. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception.
And this is caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And
wide open, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New Orleans, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.